MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show. Next. Mark Pryor, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Leading off the afternoon for Atlanta.
Acuna digs in now. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Maybe a threat of a thunderstorm or two later on. Game time temperature here in even 90 degrees. The 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Bryant's got it. And the day begins with an out. There's one away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. For the series, he's 3 for 12. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Pryor is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode for the first pitch of every at-bat.
Stepping into the box, Chipper Jones. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-2 to the Hall of Famer Chipper Jones. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Tom Glavine gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Digging in, Andre Dawson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes ball one. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
To the plate now, Ryan Sandberg. And it's fouled away. He's got the average to 321. 27 homers and 89 runs batted in. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
In now, Billy Williams. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Hit to third. But that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
At the plate now, Dave Kingman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Williams is off at first with 2 away. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. We are still scoreless. Now batting, Gary Sheffield, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Contreras finds it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Fred McGriff is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Off the LED board and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 31 for him on the season. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Two balls and no strikes now to the Atlanta DH.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Andrew Jones, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Now the 3-0 offering. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. So striding forward now, Ernie Banks. First at bat for him here, and he brings with him a season tally of 30 long balls. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
And he fouls this one off. 1-1 is taken for ball 2. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
A full count, 3-2 to Banks.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Chris Bryant now. Comes into this one with 3 hits in 11 at-bats in the series. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Fouled off. The 0-2 home.
Ball 1.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Wilson Contreras would be next. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Who thought he had ball 4, but instead it's strike 2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. At the start of the day, they have the highest strikeout total in the entire league and one of the best team ERAs. So it's no surprise some of the pitchers I talked to were proud of what they've accomplished and confident in what they're capable of. Despite the success, they explained how they really try to push each other to get better every day. As one of them put it, "We have amazing stuff on this pitching staff, just look at all the strikeouts. But we take pride in continuing to get better as a unit every single day." It sounds like they're always trying to stay one step ahead of the hitters, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 2-0.
Ball 2.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
On the ground to the left side. And that's the first out.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
At the plate, Ronald Acuna. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Acuna is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now batting,
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he misses there, 1-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Braves lead this one 2-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Swing, high drive, left field and deep into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Popped him up. Jones has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 10, Dawson.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Andre Dawson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Andre Dawson becomes out number 2 this inning. So now to the plate, Ryne Sandberg. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Sandberg, the former Philly, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We played 3 full, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. All set for the start of the 4th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Gary Sheffield. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch.
Nope.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Into the box, Fred McGriff, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
At the plate now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Freeman brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And that misses. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
None out, runners at first and second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. So a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back, the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
So first and third with one away, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Andrew Jones. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead.
The batter, number 1.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So up steps Ozzie Albies as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. First and second now, one man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Flowers, a native of Georgia. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves will settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Braves on top, 3-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bottom of the inning now, so coming to the plate, Billy Williams, a base hit in his first trip.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The pitch. Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Cubs designated hitter. The 2-0 on the way. And it's fouled away. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted in the air to center. And there to put this one away is Jones, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 10, Dave Kingman.
Ready now, Dave Kingman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Here it comes, the 3-0. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Digging in, Ernie Banks, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get it.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Acuna is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan.
Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that's in there for strike 1. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Smoke toward third. There to take it is Chipper. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Atlanta leads it 3-1. All set for the start of the inning, and now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Nope.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Contreras over to his left. 1 down.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from...
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Kingman is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Into the box now, Chipper Jones. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this, and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Inside ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1 home.
Ball that's outside.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Braves, as the lead remains 3-1. Stepping up now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. Fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Wilson Contreras is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
The count is 3-1.
High chopper to third. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Kyle Warburg.
Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
1-1 to Schwarber.
1-1.
Pulled toward right center field. Therefore, it is Andrew. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score holds. It's 3-1. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sheffield. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Sheffield.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell. Fred McGriff will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Kimbrell, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. Three and one, here it is. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. From the stretch. Oh, and a huge strikeout there, as he certainly does his job out of the pen, and we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
To the plate now, Andrew Jones. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. 2 left for Atlanta, and it's still 3-1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Andre Dawson. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
No strike.
Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0.
No strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. The pitch. 2-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 2-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Sandberg. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and a strike now. 1-1. Is in there for strike number 2. And 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
3-2, full count. One out, nobody on. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Next will be the designated hitter, Billy Williams. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. In there, a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Dave Kingman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. On the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail it here 3-1. Rowan Wick is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50.
7th inning ready to roll. So stepping in, Tyler Flowers. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Flowers.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
2-0. Oh, that's not even ball.
Now the 2-0 home. 2 balls and a strike now. Two-one. Here it is.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Cubbies! Let's go, Cubbies!
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Wick, a Canadian native. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score.
Ball
Can't
3.
find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Chipper Jones is on deck. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Chipper Jones. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Runners are at first and second with one away. On the ground to first. Can this be two? And that's the second out. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Last half of the seventh here. Settling in now, Ernie Banks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
0-1 the count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The bat, the third baseman, Ryan.
Standing in, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And that's in there for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The bat.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. And Flowers able to make the catch here, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Kyle Ryan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Kyle Ryan.
Leading off the inning, Gary Sheffield, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First offering on its way. Ryan, a native Floridian. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now here it comes. Line drive to left. Kingman's there to make the catch, one away.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now at the plate, Fred McGriff. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. From the stretch. Ball one. Ryan is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. The 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And it's a full count, 3-2 to Fred McGriff. The pitch. Chopper to short. Gloved by Banks. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Freddie Freeman, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
In now, Andrew Jones, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Ozzie Albies would be next. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Bruce Sutter enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Bruce Sutter.
Ozzie Albies will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. From the belt, the pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 0-1 delivery.
Inside, ball one.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Got a piece. It's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. 2 left for Atlanta, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Darren O'Day is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes set and the 0-1. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. O'Day, 37 years old. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
1 out, nobody on. Swings through it for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Andre Dawson, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Here it comes. Two out, nobody on. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Full count now, 3-2. Ryan Sandberg would be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. McGriff is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score holds, it's 3-1. Stepping in for the Braves, Tyler Flowers. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Tyler Flowers.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's too high.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Craig Kimbrell is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
46, Craig Kimbrell.
Digging in, Ryan Sandberg.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, even at home when you're down by 2, trying to score a couple of runs off of one of the game's top closers.
Now here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Two and one, the count to Sandberg. The 2-1 home.
That's ball 3.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
The next Cub up, Billy Williams. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Kimbrel has over 40 innings on his line so far with a dominant sub-3 ERA. Good by anybody's standards. A runner at first with no outs here. Now this is popped up behind the plate for Flowers. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 10, Dave.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dave Kingman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will land untouched. The 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, what a dive. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Atlanta with their 90th win, best in the division. Tom Glavine hangs win number 11 on his line as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Craig Kimbrel closes the door for the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.